Okay kids, let's have some fun with this. So, the main thing here that I'm excited about is that I have that thing. And that is gonna be my new toy. Or rather, that thing. It's gonna be my new toy. And that is the Xtool Metalfab laser, 1200 watt laser welder and cutter. And that's an argon tank with a spool reel device attachment. Let's set those things up. Let's see how this goes. First things first, we've got to figure out our gas situation. Pull this gas over. Now, if you've been following along with the safety stuff online, one of the first things they say about the gas is make sure the gas is not in a position that the lasers can hit it. So I'm going to stick this in the corner. Oh my god, that's effing loud. Alright, so now that we got that off, yeah, it's close. Alright, first things first is we've got a couple of devices we need to figure out here. Ooh, look at that cool thing. Alright, now this is the argon flowmeter I picked up for this thing. Got a couple things here that you use to attach the hose, I think. Well, anyways, this goes on here, this attaches in here, this goes on there like that. Just gonna put it light, and then the other thing I got for this in here. Oh, there you are. This is another device. This is from S&S. This is a separate flow meter that will be used push to lock. That will be used to set the actual flow. Pops out, then it moves, then pops in. Alright, so this is going to be set up on here to plug in after this here. Although I probably could swap that out altogether. Right? But I guess that's not really what I want to do. Alright, well, first things first is I gotta put liner tape on all these attachments, on all these fixtures before I line any of them up. So let's do that first. Let's get our fancy tape. But my favorite, the Blue Monster PTFE threaded tape. This stuff is thick AF. And here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna pull a piece of this. Ew. I was definitely not paying attention last time I played with this. Alright, let's clean that. Get a nice clean pull. Don't do as I do, kids. I are a professional. Or at least I like to think I am. I'm definitely a lot older than you all. Despite what y'all think. So, alright, let's put that on there. Let's give it a nice. Whoa, look at that. I'll give this a snip up here. Give this a wrap around here. No jokes. You know what I said. I know you heard me. Alright. Get that on there. Nice and snug. That looks nice. So nice. He's nice. It looks nice. You see, it looks nice. Let's put that on there now. There we go. Thread that hole. nice and snug. And it's up on an angle so I can see it a little better. So now all that's plugged up, hooked up. Alright, let's give this a quick taping. And then a lot. Little dabba do ya. Little dabba do ya. Now you don't want to get that end of the tube hole because you don't want any particulate matter getting in there. So I'm okay if I wrap around the outside. Make sure that's nice and clean, snug, because that's what's going to be reading those dials. So there we go. Right. I'm going to set this up in such a way so I can read this side. Can I get that on a little tighter? Hope. Give one more turn. One more turn. Come on, baby. Come on. Yeah. Alright. Well, it's not great. But I guess it'll have to. This is a rubber stopper to keep the threads, keep the hole clean. Oh, well, there it went. There, you see that little red thing all the way down on the floor? This ain't gonna clear, is it? Nope. Will it clear the other way? Yep, it will. So let's pop this off, because well, gotta do that anyways. Alright, that's going to be a bit of a hassle if I can't get that on there. So what that tells me is I need to go get a pressure validated tube to pop that in there. Because I'm not going to force that. Alright, let's hold off for that for now. Alright, folks. So I kind of did a stupid. I went down to my welding supply and I asked them about these parts to make these connectors because I got these 1/8 inch NPT on my high pressure gauge, and I need an 1/8 inch or a 1/4 inch NPT, and I have this one that's really a 1/4 inch NPT, as you can see. But what I need to do is attach this here to this. Well, it won't turn, it won't clear, right? So I need an adapter or an extender or something to make that work. Well, the welding store didn't have either. They didn't have the adapter for this. They couldn't go an angle. They couldn't do an extender. They couldn't do anything for me there. And then on this one, they didn't have the adapter here in Redmond. I have to go all the way in Seattle to get an 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch adapter. Well, instead what I did was I went on to Amazon and I picked them up for half the price of what they would have gotten at the welding supply store. So the grand project of playing with lasers is going to have to wait yet one more day until I get this gas situation sorted. I mean, why can't I ever get things right the first time? Why do I have to keep failing over and over and over? And oh, why didn't I check to make sure that I had the right connector? God damn it.